Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today I will be trying to do that tree braid we did on the back of her head last week on top of her head. Like I had mentioned, I believe, I think it would be cute to do, she'll tip for me, two of those going back and then into buns or braids or something like that. So this is a hairstyle I did, and she got shoved in the closet, so she's a little bit of a mess, but I did this hairstyle for a video that has come out already of your pessimistic mom doing your hair for your Christmas program, which I don't know if they're called Christmas programs everywhere, because technically it's a Christmas concert. It's just where the kids rehearse the songs and then sing for the parents and stuff like that. But where I went to school, they were called Christmas programs, and that could be because they involved some people getting picked to do special dances or so during the song. I don't know if that was specifically it. I do know that one year I was picked to do a dance and we had to come up with it ourselves, and all I remember is that we were required by somebody came up with the idea. We were required to do the Jonas Brothers bow at the end of our performance. That is the only thing I remember from it, so I must have been scarred. But that was one of those things where I put myself out there and did get picked for it, and then I kind of regretted it, but I'm okay. I'm okay now. I'm also scarred by the Macarena, but you know, just stuff like that. And I do, well, I'll continue to tell you stuff, but I'm going to start removing these. I just wanted you to see it from the back because I know the way I filmed it in the other video, which is more of a role play if you do like role plays and hair play like that. Again, the other video, she was more facing me, and then I think I turned her at the end of it, but okay, so I will continue to speak. Let's just start taking these out. But the only other program I do remember is the 5th graders at the time, and I think we also did this, unless I'm confusing mine. Like I'm seeing mine from the outside, or maybe not. Maybe I am confusing it. I think what I'm remembering is I saw the 5th graders who were like the year before me or the 2 years before me or something like that. They did Grease for their final one. So they did a bunch of songs from Grease, and then the teachers all dressed up as the Greasers, and I've never fully seen Grease, so I'm kind of clueless on all of that. I just remember that was the theme. And then for mine, we did Hairspray. So, I used to really like the movie Hairspray, but ever since I did that and the songs still kind of haunt me, I've not watched it in a very long time. In a very, very long time. And I'm talking about the movie. I know that was a musical, I'm pretty sure, before it was a movie. I'm talking about the movie. And then the songs, I don't know if we did the ones based off of the movie or what, but the one I remember that I avoid at all costs is well, basically, yeah, I avoided at all costs. That's the only one I really remember, but that one just comes up randomly in my head, even to this day. And how old was I when I did that? I don't know, 10 or 11, because it was it before? Maybe I was 10. I'm getting confused with the age groups, because sometimes I'm like, oh yeah, I was 13 in middle school, but then I'm like, you're 13 in high school, aren't you? I don't have time to sit and think about the actual age, but it was around there. And I am actually actually the day this video is going up, it's my birthday, so I am 28, or I will be 28. Let me get the brushes. I've got the two. I know a lot of you still like the pink brush, so I use both of these just because I feel like this one, and it is, well, you can't see it too bad, but her hair is all over this. This one, they do different things. They're meant to do the same thing, but for her hair, I feel like they do two different things. Did I finish my thought? I think I did. So that's where the inspiration for that video came from. If you haven't seen it yet, but you do like my hair videos, I would suggest checking it out if you like things that are just a tad funny. I mean, maybe I don't think it's overly funny, but if you like things that are a little funny, then you can find that on the channel. Because, yeah, that should have been Monday's video, so it should be the one right after this one. I had to switch around my upload schedule because I over-filmed for Christmas time. I definitely over-filmed. So that's why I'm kind of uploading multiple videos in a week instead of my usual 3 long-form ones. I don't mean to overload people, but otherwise I have to save them for next year, and I did that with 2 from last year. And those even, like, they haven't even come out yet on the channel. So, I don't know if I really want to hold on to any of them again or not. Oh. Okay. Keep it right. But yeah, it's more like a goofy haircut video. Let's see if I can see, this one I feel does more of the over-the-top stuff. Like, it definitely smooths it, but this one goes, like, I feel like it goes deeper into her hair. And it's got, sorry, there's a ton of hair on it, but it's got shorter bristles and then longer ones. And I feel like that has something to do with it. I don't know the science of the brushes. Brush science. Do they still do things like the Christmas programs? I would imagine they do. Because I do see clips and I hear things from people I know that have kids. And it looks like they're still doing Christmas programs. But I don't know if they've changed at all. What's happening with them? Okay. I'm trying to think of how I want to put her so you can see. I don't know if I want to tip her back just yet. Like that, and then I can grab the sections that I need. I think that'll be fine, because her hair, whatever it is and however it's put on here, it doesn't really move. Like, it wants to stay in place unless I really comb it the direction I'm looking for. And depending on how long this video ends up being, I may try to do another look, but I feel like this one's going to take me a bit just because the other one took me a bit just to do one, where I'll be doing 2 smaller ones. And I do have more of those bows that like were in her hair. So I've got a variety to work this as little accents now. So I grabbed 3 of these, but that works. So I think I want a triangle section here. Every time I part with her hair, it doesn't make a clean line. That's good, I think. You can kind of see it. And then I do like to put them like wherever it ends on the very corners of the head if I can. So don't go too far back with this, but just enough. I thought I dropped elastics on the ground, but then I remembered those are the ones I cut off of her hair. I'm like, oh no. But there's nothing to worry about. Nothing to worry about at all. So I guess I didn't need the elastics just yet. I don't know why I got excited and grabbed them right away. I don't think I have any of those little clips over here right now. Yeah, I have one. I found this one. Do that. Set these down. That way. If this one's perfect, I'll be the happiest person ever. Okay, she can't bend down anymore, but that's mostly perfect. Just back here is messed up. Let's see. That. So, I have a busy week ahead of me, as most people probably do, with the holidays and everything. I am going to be having my birthday, like I said, on the day this comes out, and then I'm supposed to be going to my grandma's house on the 21st to do our annual cookie baking in time for Christmas. And then I don't think I'm doing anything on the 22nd, so I'm gonna try to relax. And then I think it might be the same the 23rd. Of course, there will be things that come up that fill those days, you know. But yeah, I'm sure stuff will be like last minute things that need to be done. Actually, I've put off doing the shopping for my mom's stocking, and I really need to figure that out. Good thing I brought this up because it reminded me. Alright, how far? Yeah, it's about the same. So we do a section like that. This is what I mean, like that's a straight line, but our hair doesn't want to. Well, maybe it's not a straight line. Tad. Okay, let's straight. Okay, that's a lot better. What's this little piece go though? It'll go there. And then, of course, the 24th is Christmas Eve, and we go to my aunt's house, and I'm sure I've talked about this over the years I've been on here doing this. But it is going to be a full day, and this year we're going to try to open presents with my mom before we go to my aunt's house. So, okay, I got it. Do that for a moment. So probably going to end up doing that around 1, I think, because my aunt has us over. I think the earliest is like 2 sometimes, and then the latest is 4. And then it feels like forever before we eat, but everybody's snacking anyway. So it's just the whole thing. I do, see the days are filling up now. I do have to make my friend Rachel had made these strawberries when we were in school of like, I think she cuts them differently than I do. That's what the thing is. I was like, there's something different about it that I do that she did differently, but she cuts a hole out of the strawberries and puts this mixture of powdered sugar and cream cheese and vanilla extract. This is going to be kind of hard to see. I wonder if I do this. That's, I think, the best that's going to get for right now. And what I do is I flip the strawberry over, so it's like you cut the stem off of it and everything. And I flip it over onto that flat side then, and I cut an X in the strawberry, so I fill it that way and cover it with chocolate. But she cuts a hole out of the flat side. And then, oh, do I want to do this way? I think this is the best way to do this. And then puts the stuff in and covers that side of it. So that's the only thing that I do differently from what she used to do. But I'm so glad she gave me that recipe because I've used it every Christmas since she shared it with me. And my family loves those things. So I always get asked about them. So I had to do those. And then I'm going to be doing a peppermint pie because Baker's Square doesn't sell them anymore. And my grandma and I have been bitter about this for a little bit now. So I had to learn how to make them myself. And I made it the first time last year. And I had to temper the eggs. And that was my first time doing something like that. And so, of course, it went how you'd probably expect. Where it got a little eggy, but I did remove as much as I could, and nobody said anything about it. So I was told that I did a pretty good job for doing it the first time. And it tasted just like Baker Square soup. That made me happy. And then, are there Baker Squares all over? Now that I think about it, I feel like that's more of just a Midwest thing, but maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm wrong. Yes. And then I think today I'm gonna have to make some peanut butter blossoms, and I didn't know that was what they were called. Those are the ones with the Hershey Kisses in them, the peanut butter cookies with the Hershey Kisses. Now you may be saying, duh, but my grandma never referred to them as anything, so I didn't know that. We always just would say, can we have the peanut butter ones with the kisses in them? And she'd say, yeah. So I'm making those, but I'm working with Sprinkles Chocolate, and if you follow me on TikTok, you'll have probably seen that I did 2 other videos for them before. So I'm doing a 3rd one with them. And I'm going to make those, but I'm going to replace the Hershey Kiss with the, it's a cupcake inspired chocolate cup. That's what their chocolates are. They're like cupcake inspired chocolate inspired by cupcake flavors. Is that the easier way to say that? Probably. I'm already at 22 minutes for this before I cut anything out, so it's probably just going to be this hairstyle in this video. But I'm going to try to do that, see how they come out, because I wanted to put a twist on a traditional, like, Christmas cookie. And I was like, well, those, I'm using the double chocolate ones. Like, that could work. Because it's just like it's a chocolate cup with chocolate ganache in it, I think. Pretty sure. I don't think that one has the frosting in it. But hopefully those come out good. And then I am going to buy Hershey Kisses to have for like whatever's left. And I need to do that video for tomorrow, actually. So that's probably going to be done today. I'll just have to have somebody like Instacart the other things I need for it and some other recipes like the other ones I mentioned. I'm gonna slowly start getting things so that way the last couple days I'm not waiting to just get everything and be screwed and have to go to multiple stores, because that happened to me last year with the peppermint pie. That was a last minute decision, and it worked out, but it was a pain. The only thing I do have to get last minute is the strawberries for the strawberry desserts. So, yeah. And I believe that's everything, but I'm going to have to probably do that on the probably prep stuff 22nd, and then do things the 23rd. So that's how stuff's going to go for me over the next few days. And then we go to my dad's on Christmas. Okay, now I gotta do this on the other side, so I'm gonna turn her, and then she looks like she's seen something. Sorry about that. Kim has a story to tell. She's got a story. I'm trying to think if we have to do anything else. Special wise or so. Now, I did remember that I still have to do my mom's stocking. So that's a thing. That's a major thing. Me and my brother and sister each get 3 things for her stocking. And I feel like I'm repeating myself, but I know not every one of you has been here since like last year, so that's totally fine. You know, I can say things over. And I know some of you just like to hear me talk, so you really don't care what I'm talking about. we each get 3 things, so she's got about 9. Some of us sometimes get extra, but about 9 things. My brother's usually in charge of the snacks that go in her stocking, and then my sister and I are in charge of any of the makeup or skincare. I think I'm gonna get my mom a Turby twist because me and Jordan use them, and I asked my mom if she would want one because it keeps my hair damp when I have it up for a long time, even though I don't intentionally always leave it up in the Turby twist. But my mom was like, oh, maybe I could use that while I'm doing my makeup then, and then I could do my hair after. And I'm like, yeah, that works. That's an idea to do with it. So, let's try that again. I was on the last turn of it too. So, I'm thinking that as like a surprise kind of idea. And then my sister went through her cabinet and found things that were low. We tend to do that because my mom never knows what to ask for. So we go through her cabinet and we find her products that we can tell she's using and try to replenish them. That one kind of moved. That's better. Okay. And yeah. So, still gotta do that. I did want to surprise my grandma this year as well. And I was gonna do it when I stayed with her last week, but I didn't have time because I wanted to like sneak away to go do this, and it didn't work out. But my grandma likes this specific perfume, and you can get it on sale at Walgreens. It's the Oscar de la Renta. I don't know which one because when I googled it, I did find out there are multiple. Because of course that's just the guy's name, right? That's just the guy's name. But I discovered that, and my grandpa used to get her this perfume every year for her birthday, and her birthday is the day after Christmas. So I wanted to get it and wrap it and put it under the tree and not tell her it was there. So that way, whenever she did notice it, she could be surprised. But my grandpa is gone. He's been gone for almost 2 years now. So I thought that would be a nice little surprise because that was one of the last things, I think it was the year before he passed away. That was one of the last things he remembered on her birthday was that he still went and bought her that. And he had our family friends, who I think they live just around the corner from my grandparents, take him to Walgreens to get one. And he... See, let's separate that, okay. He had them help him wrap it and everything. And then she was still surprised by it, and she didn't expect him to like remember that at all because he had Alzheimer's. So yeah, so that was sweet. So I'm like, okay, well maybe I could just do that and not say. Obviously, I'm gonna do it when I'm over there with my brother and sister. For the cookie baking, I'm gonna stick it under there, but she'll probably know. But I thought it would be just like a nice little thing for her to kind of be surprised by. I don't know. I can be extra sometimes. So sometimes I like to be as like thoughtful as possible. And yeah, so that's another little idea, plan I have to do coming up. Did I say I was going to stick it under the tree, or did I just say stick it under there? I don't know. I don't know. I'm just so focused on like explaining my idea. So, yes. And if anyone is new here watching this and you find me talking so much annoying, because I do get that sometimes, a lot of my viewers do like to watch me do the hair play with voiceovers or with talking. So that is just what I do here. I do have ones with no talking. I try to provide, both, but that's just what I do. So there's no need to be like rude about it or anything. I understand it's not everybody's cup of tea, and it's totally fine if you want to stop watching and you just don't like that I'm talking this much. For everyone who does like to listen to me, I am still very sorry I've not done a ton of voiceovers recently, and they've been like this, or they've just been sporadic when I've done the voiceovers. This year, let me tell you, I've been going through it. I'm not going to get into specifics and everything, but just know it takes a lot out of me at the moment to talk about things. So I thought I would save all of this for this video so we can just chill and chat this way. And obviously this is taking me a bit because it takes so many little elastic bands, but we're still just doing the little ponytails. Yeah. I got to see some of my friends the other day. I had them over while I was dog sitting. The people I dog sit for are my mom's boss and his wife. So I get to stay over there sometimes and watch the dogs when they're away. And I've been finding that really fun to do that, but it kind of does keep me from filming things too. They told me I can film over there, and I may take that up depending on how long they need me to stay certain times. Because like the first time it was 5 days. But I was so focused on making sure I was aware of the dog's routine and everything, so. And then I was also doing a lot of moving videos from my iPad and I think some from my phone onto my Google Drive, because these suckers take up a lot of space. They take up a lot of space, and I don't like to completely delete them anymore if I don't have to, because then I can do the compilations for you guys, or like for my gaming videos on my other channel, I can do compilations of those as well. I call those supercuts. That's what I've seen other people call those, when it's like you can watch it more like a movie than in the chunks. So that's just what I've been calling it, but I don't know if that's the exact term. I don't understand everything. I don't understand everything, but we're going with it. Okay, so I think I can do this way now. We've got 4. I got 4 out of them. Little ponytails. And I'm going to take these, split them in half, and do the faux braid look, where we're going to go under this one, put a hair tie, more hair ties, more elastics. I think you can cut back on them if you do this like one at a time, because then you can attach that to that, but oh well. So yeah, the dog sitting's been fun. My friends were over, and the people that I dog sit for are so kind. They got me and my friends a whole bunch of snacks and cut us up a cheese tray and everything, and they went very extra so that I could have a good time with my friends while I was there. So that was really nice, and I appreciated that, because I don't get to see my friends a whole lot, and I was supposed to do something with them on that day anyway. So was a good time, and we left about the time they told me they were going to be home, which all worked out great. Because I was ready to go home at that point. I had some stuff I had to do. But it was a nice catch up. One of my dogs is coming up here, so sorry if you start hearing jingling. I'll cut out anything that's too loud, but I can only do so much. Wait, do I need to attach it to that one? Is that how you do that anyway? Oh, I think so. Oh, crap. Oh, crap. Is it gonna move? Probably not, right? I'll do it for the last one. It'll get attached to the last one. Oh, no, wait, no, I'm doing it wrong again. Right? Now I'm getting confused. I think I do this, right? Okay, maybe I do have to fix that. I'll do that as quickly as possible. And thank you to anyone who gave me feedback on the noise suppression or just encouraged me that you didn't hear anything. I'm still messing around with it. It's like for each video, sometimes I need to, like, there's a couple different settings. Sometimes I need to do the voice enhance, and other ones I need to do, like, it's called loudness, so it kind of reduces whatever the loud noise was. So sometimes I have to switch between those depending on what sounds better. Because sometimes I'm finding that it makes me sound a little too robotic when it's trying to suppress things. So, thank you all for being kind with that and letting me know your feedback and how it sounded and all. That helps me a lot. Okay, this is just gonna be a throwaway because that's gross. That is gross. Or do I connect it to this one? Why am I having a brain fart? I literally just did this. I think it's this one. I think it's this one. Okay. Sorry. This is one of my least favorite kinds of braids to do because it requires me to remember stuff like this. I know how it looks, but it's just like, really? That doesn't look right when I do it myself. So we'll see. Okay, I believe it's that. Then this one goes over this one and connects to the last one. Some of you have told me you watch me for tutorials, and why? I'm just kidding. I'm probably not the best person to teach you how to do things, but I appreciate that you learn something from me if you do. And then you'll go forth and use it in the world however you want. Oh my gosh, I'm a mess. Do too, she said. It would be great, she said. Well, if you have like an hour to do your hair, just the style of it, not like, well, I guess that is styling when you straighten it or curl it or so, but like, you know what I mean, with anything, if you want to be extra with it. Oh my goodness, what have I done? I hope I finished my thoughts. I hope I finished them. I'm so distracted. And then does this one go around? Just the last one? It does look nice. You can't see it. Let me do this one. I'll show you better. Oh. Trying to keep everything that's just hanging out of here. Sometimes I just pick it up and I'm like, why are you in my elastic? Why are you in here? It gets caught though. It just picks it up. It just picks it up, I don't know. Alright, so I have to fluff these. Kind of wondering if I need to do this last one first. I probably need more hair in here. Although this is fun. Oh, I never actually showed you what it looked like from the front part in her face. But, I mean, now it's all up in the air. I think that's my fault, though. But that's kind of cute. But it's not fluffed how I wanted it, so pardon her. Yeah, this needs a little fluffing. That needs... It needs to be out, not up. It also probably is her hair. Whatever it's made of. Oh. I might bobby pin it down. Just those back ones, probably. I would think on a real person, this wouldn't happen. And push out. Straighten her up. Here we go again with it not looking as cute on her as it probably would with real hair. But, you know. I'm trying to think if there's anything else that I wanted to talk about. Oh, I know some of you have asked me to do more of the ones where I'm talking and just being myself. Typically, that's what I do these ones for. You know, just because I have to talk about life experiences I've had and everything. But, I can try to mix more of them in. I just feel like they're not everybody's favorite, and while I know my channel is a mishmash of stuff, and that probably upsets people, I don't know what to do. Like, I really don't want to have to do multiple channels. I have a couple up already. Like, I intend to put the hair play all on one at some point, but I don't know yet. Because it's just a lot to manage all by myself, is the issue. I struggle when I have to have my attention in multiple areas on, like, social medias. And I've probably said this before too. I get a little overwhelmed with that part of it. So that's why I don't really use my Instagram that I have. Let me see. I think it's just mainly TikTok and YouTube that I use. I don't even use my Twitter anymore unless I need to share information like how my Thankmas stream was going live and stuff like that, and what it was about, and all of that kind of information. I sometimes put that on there publicly, but otherwise I don't go on there. It's just too much. It's too much. I don't know how some of you juggle it. And honestly, like, that's very impressive. It is very impressive. I could never. I could never. It's just one of those things that I cannot physically do. Okay, I can show you how this one looks when I'm done with it, because I didn't show you how it looked before I started tugging it around. So yeah, I'm just trying to figure out what's the best to do with my content. Alright, tipper. Like that. That's what it looked like before I started tugging at it. I'm wondering now if I should start up here first. Just because of how when I did this, it pulled that. So let's see. Only slightly. Only slightly. It just wants to pull up through it. It looked better when I did it that way. So tugging. And then this last one is going to be the one that I've got to fluff. Fix the one above. This one didn't have a lot of hair. You gotta have enough hair for this, especially on the top. The back it's fine, but on the top it's a little different. Oh, did I attach it? No, I didn't attach it. Why is it stuck better to that one? Oh well, I'll need bobby pins. Question is, where do I have them? Oh, okay. I think I know. I didn't talk about what I did with my grandma. see where do I want to start. I got there and I had to film a TikTok with some cooking sheets, baking sheets. And so she was willing to help me with that. Do this. And then my uncle stopped by to help with some things at the house. And then my grandma and I just watched Christmas movies, and I ended up doing a whole bunch of wrapping for her. And here I go again talking about how much I love wrapping. It's one of my favorite things to do. I'm not going to go into it too much. But I got the majority of it done for her, and she told me that when we go back to do cookie baking with my brother and sister, that if she had anything left, I could do it then. So I'm very excited about that. I personally have 2 more things to wrap. I think it's just 2 more things. Because those baking sheets are actually going to be for my mom and for the house. So I couldn't wrap them before using them. So I had to film the video with them, and then I'd be able to wrap them. So that's where we're at now with that. And what did we do the next day? We ran around and did some shopping for her, for my cousins, because she never knows what to get my cousins. They're just at an age where they don't know what they want, and a lot of the time they don't tell her ideas, so she doesn't know. So I kind of supplied possible ideas, and then we found some things that kind of worked. And then I didn't get to wrap those. Not yet. Those are the possible things I can wrap. I wonder if I should just leave these up. I kind of didn't want them to be that prominent, though. I wanted them to lay nicely. Now I'm sad. Because I pulled those down a lot. They're like kind of flat now. I did a bun here. I think that's just too much up in the air. And then let me think. What did we do? Was it that night? It might have been that night where we celebrated my birthday. She took me to Olive Garden for lunch because I wanted the shrimp Alfredo. It just sounded really good. And then we had a family friend over for dinner, and the plan was to get KFC for that anyway. So then we had KFC that night and just had a nice night of talking. And the next day was the day I was leaving, but she had an appointment with the doctor. So she went and did that. And then I, while she was gone, went and had my hair done. Just a trim and then touching up my roots and stuff. And then I came back, and I only got home like maybe 5 minutes before she did, and that was when I wanted to do the surprise. I was gonna like run out and do like go find the perfume and everything, but she literally rolled up like a little bit after I got there. So I was like, okay, never mind, that's not happening today, because she'll know that I'm gone, and then she'll be like, oh, you've been gone a while, and then it'll be really hard to wrap the surprise, huh? So I didn't do that then. But that was the intention. And then we painted, we did do some painting the day before as well, but we were working on these ceramics that we got from Michael's. She painted a red truck and wanted to stick a Christmas tree in it. And then I painted, he's downstairs, a little snowman. I don't think I'm done with him, but I had to let her keep some of my paints because she doesn't have paints and she wasn't done with her truck. So I think this is what I need to do. I pinned the whole thing down. I need to pin some of it down. So let me get those out. And then, when did I leave? Around like 4 p.m., I think, to get home. And yeah, I just had a good time being with her for a little bit. We usually do a get together every December to kind of celebrate my birthday, but also just to do Christmassy things, because not a ton of my friends are available to do Christmassy things, and it's just like I there's something about me, and then the rest of my family is not super into things. My sister's really into Halloween and all that, but for the holidays, I like to do all the seasonal activities. And it's really hard to get my family and, like I said, my friends to go do some of those activities with me. And it doesn't always work out, so I'm sitting here like wanting to do certain things and I can't do them with people. And so my grandma's like, let's watch the Christmas movies, let's do wrapping, let's bake cookies. So like I kind of go over there to do those activities with her. And she is one of my best friends. I love her very much. And that's why I probably talk about her a lot, because I do go over there. I try to go over every other month and I stay with her for a couple days, especially now that my grandpa's gone. So I help make sure everything's okay, the house, and then I run to appointments with her if she has any. Stuff like that. Okay, these did not turn out very straight now that I think about it, and I'm thinking I took less hair on that side. Girl, please. It's cockeyed. Oh my gosh, yeah, it is. Oh wow. I can't do this over again because this video has been way too long. It needed more on this side. That's the issue. We could kind of make it look like it's sitting more over there by just pushing some things over. And then that one's fine. Where it's at, she's just a little off. I'll do the buns and try to put the buns in the right places. I'm trying to think of how I want her facing to do the buns. I'll probably stand over there, but we'll get a shadow. Sorry about that. I should probably show you what I'm talking about. I'm kind of ashamed of it, but sorry, my nose. My nose is making a lot of noises. I'm very, very sorry. Pull this up. So it's not awful, but she does have more over here, so it needed to go more on an angle like this, and then it would have sat a little bit further over. But it's the first time we're trying it. It's okay. I come up with these things in my head, so they don't always come out how we expect. So I'm going to take the hair from the tree braids that we try to do. And I'm probably going to take a little bit of extra hair from what's underneath this tail stuff, so that way it has an anchor point to her head. And then I'll just do like little twisty braids. Not braids, buns. And we'll secure those. Yeah, this way. Go that way, Kim. Go that way. And then we'll tip her kind of like this. Then just do a little triangle to kind of anchor. Oh, that's what I wanted to talk about too. On the 27th, Harley's supposed to be coming over Just got so excited that I couldn't speak. She's supposed to be coming over, I believe. I know I'm seeing her that day, I just don't know where. And we'll see if she wants me to play with her hair sometimes. Like, usually when she's here and I see her, that's what we do. I'll do a video with her. So, I don't want to, like, make her do something, though, if she doesn't want to. But I'm sure, who doesn't like their hair being played with? I know she does. She loves it. But I don't want to make anyone do anything, especially because of the holidays. But it'll be nice if we can film something, because I know that you guys like to watch the videos with her. Thinking I do one of just like a messy bun and then pin it, and then we'll pull it around and mess with how it sits. So let me do this one now. My grandma said one of the sweetest things the other day too about Harley. Like, my grandma loves Harley. Harley loves my grandma. They just don't talk often. And the last time my grandma saw Harley, I think, was at a not so fun occasion. But yeah, like, Harley just loves older movies and all that, and my grandma's really into them too, of course, because, you know, that was her entertainment. And so my grandma said that Harley gets first pick of any of her movies when she's gone. And I was like, oh, I mean, that's really sweet. But she's like, I just know how much she loves them, so I'm gonna let, like, our family friend who we hung out with the other day, she's like, I'm gonna let her know that Harley gets to pick from those first. And I was like, that's very sweet, Grandma. That's very sweet of you. And I was like, I'll let her know. I'll tell her. So, yeah. Just very cute. Cute and thoughtful. She was like, I know Harley will appreciate them more than anybody else. And that is very true. She probably would. Try to fix the cockeye issue. The off-kilter issue. Maybe. Oh, she's crooked again. See? Okay, well, that's not awful. Okay, so that's cute on its own. Sorry, her thing came loose. There we go. That's cute on its own if you straightened it out and it didn't look like this, but you know. Just having it hang down. But I'm gonna do the buns because for some reason, like I said in the other one, I just love the way the look, like the hair styles look when there's some fancy braid or so on the top and then it's pulled up into buns or ponytails, but I'm gonna do buns. I think I'm just gonna use pins for the buns, so I should probably grab those now instead of styling it and then not having something ready to go. So I'm going outward, twisting outward. This is where I also struggle because I'm like, alright, that one was twisted out, so that one needs to be twisted out. But then when I go to do the other one, I'm like, wait a second, I think I twisted it the same direction, and then it just doesn't look right. So I'm gonna pin it in some places, and then we'll tug it around. Oh, it's crossed. It's crossed over. I'm shoving it into my sweater. Oh no! Alright. Try to fix this one now. I hate when these, I think it's cheaper bobby pins. I could be wrong. Somebody may know. But the ones that cross over, I don't have that with every single one of them. But like this one does not want to be on the bobby pin. It just wants to be all messed up. I don't know, I'm like spanking it. Odd. Okay, we're going to twist away. Twist away. Here we go again, not having the bobby pins. I think I may have done this one a little too tight because I don't want it to not want to be kind of pulled apart. Just take one right now. If you kind of see I'm holding this, it's very awkward. Very, very awkward. No. Why can I hear a train? I am not by a train. Okay, that'll hold that for right now. I have to fix that one. Let's see if going this direction first will fix it. And then probably just too much. Just trying to weave it. There we go. Pull that out. And then do the same. Weave it. I do have a question though. Do you dress up fancy for Christmas? Or do you just stay in your pajamas all day? Because I feel like it goes either way, you know? Like Christmas Eve, I feel, is the one where I'm supposed to dress a little bit more fancy just because I'm going to somebody's house and like it's a party. It's more of a party than it is being at home. Because like at my dad's house, we used to, you know, get dressed and everything. He is only down the road from us, so it's not like it's a trek or anything. And it's like when you wake up on Christmas morning, you just run downstairs. You'd run downstairs and open your stuff in your pajamas. So I've always been like, why do I need to get dressed? It's Christmas morning. So I'm curious. Do you stay in your pajamas all day, I guess, is the question on Christmas, or do you get dressed? And let's not shame anybody, because there is always that one person that's like, that's disgusting, why would you not do, like, chill. Chill. Everyone has their preferences. I'm just curious. I'm curious, okay? I'm not gonna judge you. Definitely not me. I'm just curious. Okay, this one, again, I did it way too tight, so it doesn't want to... Let me just ruin it by really pulling stuff out of it. And sometimes for my dad's house, I will put on, like this sweater top. I have my pajama pants on down there just to look nicer for the video, but it's like sometimes I plan on, I think, wearing this one to his house actually, so kind of doing this. Or I'll bring it with me. Alright, this is what we got. Pardon her face. It's kind of cute if it weren't like this one needed to scooch a little bit, but... And it doesn't want to be tall. Like I'm trying to pull it in different places to get it to be a little messier and a little taller. Maybe. Well, I tried. From the back, it's just like that. And then I tip her that way. Now I wanted to put charms in it, not like how I did the ornaments. I wanted to just kind of cover the front ones here. So if you did this nicer and had not fake hair like this mannequin, whatever this is, then I think it would look better, it would be fuller, and it would cover this. But it's just Kim. It's just Kim. Whatever she has going on, it's that. It is that. So the gold, okay, it still does look nice. It stands out in her hair, even though it's kind of similar. There are also, I'm going to close it so I don't drop any of them, but there are these ones, and they're just kind of cuffs. These are more like little crowns that I pulled out that I used the last time for like the top of the tree. But the little cuffs would look nice if you do see the elastics, if you did it on yourself. I think that she's listening. Sorry about that. I cut that out, but my my robot lady in my room, she's scaring me now. I hope she doesn't talk again because she's really freaking me out. But she heard me say elastic, and she thinks I'm talking to her. So sorry about that. But I think those would cover those very nicely. Okay, this looks dumb. Don't do these crown ones. Don't do the crown ones. It's looking dumb how I'm putting them on here. Where's the opening? Okay. These look dumb. Not in general, but you'll see what I mean. Yeah, no, don't do this. Have a different one. Use a different kind of cuff to cover this. Unless you know how to do it better and nicer, because this is not it. This, what did I say last time was my least favorite thing I did, or like the thing I'm least proud of? Because I think this is now what I just stopped it. This is now what's been topping it, okay? Don't do this. Do it better. Okay, I think I finished my thought, maybe. It was kind of just like wearing the pajamas on Christmas or not. Christmas Day. What you do and everything, just a question, and then I was like kind of going over it. But yeah, okay, I did it. I did this. It is not the prettiest thing you've ever seen, but it's definitely a thing you've seen. I'll brush out everything down here. And then I think it's time for me to go. I need to rethink why I thought this was a great idea. And then okay, if you all can picture it in your head, I'm pretty sure you thought it was going to look great too. And I executed it pretty much the same as you would have on the back of the head. But for some reason, it just wants to stand up. And then it's not full enough for covering the little elastics. Just, things don't always go right. It didn't go completely wrong, but it didn't go right. So it went okay. It was okay. But it can be done better with maybe different techniques that I don't know. But thank you all for watching this. Thank you for hanging out with me. If you did for this long, it's kind of like a Christmas special with how long it is. And yeah, I just appreciate you being here. Thanks for hanging out with me for another year. If you've been here since the beginning, I do still recognize a lot of you from earlier on when I first started the channel, and thank you so much for just sticking with me and all of that. It's so nice to see familiar faces. I wish you all a very happy holiday season. And if I don't talk to you again, which there are videos of me talking coming out, but I filmed those earlier, so just be aware of that. If I don't talk to you again before the new year, I hope you have a good rest of the year and wish you and your family all the best. And I will see you next time. Bye, everybody. Bye. My little heart's squashed. Anyway, this is a heart. Bye.